a nickname now. They're calling you the Carolina Reaper. Have you heard that
Like the
nickname?
pepper?
Like the Reaper, like when you go up against your competition, you kind of take them out. There are a couple of head coaches that have gotten fired after you beat their
Oh dang.
team. You took the Cardinals out of the playoffs.
Damn, I wasn't supposed to show that. Oh shit, hit the wrong one. Oh shit. What it do? What it do? What it do? Sorry for that one right there. That wasn't supposed to be Sean. That's for another lie. What it do? What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon. That's the notification bell that alerts you all content that drop to my YouTube channel. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, I need you to go run it back, hit the block, go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. We on the road to 800 subscribers over there. We on the road to 4,000 subscribers on S.L.R Media TV. Appreciate all the support. If you like what I do, make sure you hit the Cash App. The Cash App is pinned in at the ticker. Appreciate all the donations. Continue to donate, support the channel. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. And you see the title. You see the title. We're gonna find out about Diddy's faith. Probably maybe I say maybe Monday. I don't think the verdict will be in. Well, the verdict could be Friday. Diddy wants to be. Diddy wants the verdict to be ASAP. Hell, he wanted it to be Thursday or Friday. He wanted by this weekend, but I'm thinking since this case is so big, so I mean, like this is probably the second biggest case since O.J. Simpson against a high powered influence black man for sure. So this is huge. This is huge. Cross boards. This is huge. So big as this case is, I'm thinking we probably won't get a verdict maybe Monday. I think they want to give the jury the weekend to really, you know what I'm saying, figure it out. Maybe the juror wants to figure this shit out, have it done by Friday. So it's really up to the jurors. But as I say again, once again, there's no racketeering, there's no Mann Act, there's no RICO. This is nothing but a glorified strip down of a high power, influence, rich black man. This is another prime example of what the federal government tries to do to a powerful, successful black man. Sean Combs, aka Diddy, has been made a prime example. And see, you got to really look at this. What he's doing, what rich people do. Lifestyle of the rich and famous. And now this man is facing life because of his lifestyle. You got to be kidding me. He facing life when he was paying his employees $80,000 to $100,000 per year. Listen, the only thing you got is him beating on Cassie. That's it. That's not a RICO. It's not a Mann Act. It's not It's not sex trafficking. She was with Diddy for 10 years. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that for 10 years she was trapped. No fucking way. I'm not gonna believe that. See, the federales What they try to do was get Puff guilty through the public, all the way through the trial. So it will weigh on the judges because the judges are gonna be like, well, shit, he already guilty. In the yeah, in female eyes, yeah, he's guilty. But once again, him putting his hands on Cassie is not a federal charge. It's not a federal charge. Cassie having sex with other FO workers is not a federal charge. Jane Doe having sex with federal workers, FOs is not a federal charge. This is more than what is leading on to be. They couldn't get him on nothing really major or nothing really big. So what did the federal government try to do? They try to use a domestic violent act mixed with his sexual escapade lifestyle. They try to turn it into a RICO act. So listen to all the Instagram models, TikTok models, Facebook models. It's over for you. It's over for you. You might just go ahead and pay. Nobody's flying you out. It's a wrap. No gifts, no nothing. If you want the dick, everything is going to be on you. It's on your expense. It's not on my expense. It will be on yours if you want to come and get it. They're the ones that's hurting. All the Instagram models, the Facebook models, the TikTok models. You should be mad at Cassie and Jane Doe. They the ones that fucked your money up. They're the ones now. I'm not gonna fly you out. That's a sex trafficking charge. It's not working. It's not working. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Raphael, facts. And as I say again, if you want to press charges on Diddy, take it to state. But you try to take a fucking state charge across the street to the federal, it's not going to work. The prosecutors have not proven nothing. Nothing. You ain't did nothing but waste the taxpayer time and give me great content on my channel. Thank you. But you have not proven nothing. You have not proved the RICO. You have not proved the Mann Act. You have not proved no sex trafficking. So you're telling me, as a wealthy, powerful, rich man, that I can't go to another state and have sex with my girl or multiple females if I want to be a player like Puff was? You telling me that I cannot do that while everybody else can do it? You can't. You telling me that I can't fulfill my fantasies? I can't call a sex worker in to fuck my girl to fill my fantasy? You saying that is sex trafficking when she was loving it? I mean, get the fuck out of here. Stop playing. Stop playing. Everybody that went on that stand and went against Puff lied on the stand, but it's not up. It's not up to the judge to determine that these people lied on the stand against Puff. It's up to the jury to see that these people lied on. If Puff was so much a bad boss, a bad boyfriend, why the fuck you didn't leave? No motherfucking body asked you to work any overtime, any extra hours, stay over anything. Nobody dragged your motherfucking ass to go on Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, or any motherfucking thing. Nobody told you to hit the blood. Nobody told you to drink the liquor. Nobody told you to do anything against your will. You wanted to do that because you wanted to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous because you could not afford it. But as long as you're around Puff, You was able to live that. But you kept coming back. You kept coming to motherfucking work. Like we was fucking with, he was Opalaka. He was still employed with Puff until he got caught and was arrested. Then all of a sudden y'all made him flip. Y'all made him flip. And then when you made him flip, he didn't even flip. Actually, what he did, him going on the stand, it helped Puff. It helped Puff. And also he said if Puff was out, he'll still be working for Puff. Let's see what he say. Diddy should have been locked up. Nah, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, you can't dispute the video. You can't dispute the video. But see, check this out though. Why all of 10 years later, this video comes out? If Puff was such a fucking bad guy, such a fucking villain, why did this tape only comes out now? Wow. 10 years later, you could have exposed Puff a long time ago when this shit happened. Why now? Why now? So you telling me that a domestic violence dispute for the rest of my life? You tell freak it's gonna cost me my life? It's gonna cost me my life, my generational wealth, because a hoe wanna be a hoe and a nigga wanna be a nigga. I don't. Yeah, that's true indeed. True indeed. He did drag her. True. Listen, who haven't dragged a female through the domestic violence? Who haven't? Only just because he's a rich man. Why do 10 years later we see this video when this could have been out a long time ago? Oh, it only comes out through a civil lawsuit and this man having his life in the jury of fucking 12 because of domestic violence dispute. Y'all got to remember, him and Cassie was together for 10 years. Listen, if I'm beating a girl ass, whooping her ass, making her have sex with multiple men, she catching STDs and all of this and that, wouldn't you think at a 10 years, she do mama, she do got a daddy. Supposedly she had friends. Supposedly she was cheating on Puff with other men. Wouldn't you think she would have told them? Wouldn't you think she would have ran to her mama and told her mama what Puff was doing to her? Hmm. I don't think any woman want to be with me 10 years if I'm beating her ass like Ike Turner was doing Tina. Imagine that. Imagine that. The way the puppet, he was just a big bad evil villain. Had got women dangling over 14 feet balconies, blowing up Kid Cudi car. How how was Puff at the scene of Kid Cudi? Tell me that. They have not shown no that Puff blew up Kid Cudi's car. If you ain't got no motherfucking caught on candy camera, say, this Puff right here blowing up Kid Cudi car though. You cannot dispute the fact that Cassie was a hoe. You cannot dispute the fact that she was a hoe. She was having freak. Listen, I got plenty of content to show y'all. Plenty. But I just want to get this off my chest before I get to the content. Why didn't the freak off workers, all of them said that they felt like Cassie was not horrified, terrified, or held against her will to have freak offs. She was a willing participant. She was setting it up. She had her favorites who she liked to get dick down to. She wants the motherfucker to suck them dry. Ain't nobody making Cassie get on her hands and knees and got 3,000s. Nobody, Jane Doe, got 3,000 get on her knees. They wanted to do that. And if you wanted to please Puff, that's out of respect. That respect was earned. What lifestyle are you going to live the way you want to live if you're not with Puff? So him dragging that girl, yeah, it may look bad on video, but take that shit to state court. That is not a federal charge. And for them to continue to show that fucking video is bullshit. But I'm not going to lie, most of these girls love Puff. I don't even want to hear them saying he raped. Puff didn't rape them. He didn't make them take that. Puff told them, listen, any woman should know that if Puff is not married, that means he has multiple women. If you know Puff past, Puff has been Puff. How you think he lost J-Lo? Because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. But let me tell you one thing. You don't see J-Lo coming out saying any motherfucker thing about what Puff was doing. Huh? See, silence is your best key. Well, Puff didn't have nobody to on his side to go on the stand other than Kanye. Let me tell you something. You think Rick Ross, Khaled, Jada Kiss, any of the people who support Puff, you think that they're going to go on there in court to fuck their bag up? See, this the thing is, if you show up to court and show support for Puff, you're fucking up the bag. Your millions of dollars are gone. Your endorsement deals are gone. Whatever you had lined up is gone. Nobody's fucking with you if you are supporting Puff and you're doing it publicly. See, Kanye can do that. Kanye's worth a $500 million. He can do that. He's not tied down to no sponsors or anything. Most of these people that's with Puff, they tied down to something. They can't show their allegiance because if they do, watch the millions of dollars dwindle away real fast. Yeah. Watch it do. Watch it just evaporate. How old is Puff? He can't be that old, right? I forgot shit. Puff like shit. Puff in his 50s. And Puff like 50. Yeah, Puff in his 50s. Yeah, listen, anytime that Puff gets a life sentence, Puff get 5 years as a life sentence. 10 is a life. Puff don't want to do no more jail time than what he doing now. I heard Jay-Z is a part of it too. Yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they was there. They was there at the freak offs and all this and that. But still though, the feds, the see what the feds want Puff. Then once they go to Puff, then they want to try to throw Jay-Z and all this and that. They want to try to get the big fish first to leave. Understand it ain't gonna happen. Well, I mean, just because you had celebrities at the white parties, that don't mean it was at the fucking freak offs. Just because they were there partying doing drugs, that don't make no difference. I hope Jadakiss is not a part. Oh shit, I hope Jadakiss is not a part of it either. I hope he's not a part of it either. But shit, Jada was probably there though. He was probably there though. I want to know where these freak off tapes there with all these celebrities. Rock, Oprah, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, and I heard this was to be a freak off tape with Donald Trump in it. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is all these fucking freak out tapes at? All the public, all these women, all this talking about all these teams. Where is the tapes at? Where is the freak out tapes with the celebrities? And I ain't talking about the freak out tapes with Puff, Cassie, and Jane Doe. We don't give a fuck about them. We want to know where is the freak out tapes with the celebrities in there? Where? I thought I was gonna get something juicy out of this try. I thought we was gonna get that goddamn Puff. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable, Puff. Like you a fucking idiot. The only thing we got was the unbelievable was that fucking tape with him kicking Cassie in the ass and dragging her. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was that moment. It was like, God damn, Puff. Like, yeah. The fans thought that was enough. The fans thought that tape right there. And listen, that tape still could be enough. That tape could be enough. That could be the death knell. But if it is, I may want to get the fuck out of the United States because how can you live your life? How can you live your life through all this temptation? How? How? When you sin, that's a life sentence. The feds are taking you down because of your lifestyle. Wow. Wow. I don't see no criminal organization at all with Bad Boy at all. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable with the goddamn feds, bro. Federales. I mean, come on. Puff is not guilty. You have not shown anything. Only thing he's guilty of whooping Cassie ass. So what? He whooped Cassie ass and Cassie was still with him. Cassie still wanted to have his baby. So what? What? Huh? And they were still doing freak offs. So what? Normal shit. Normal shit. But of course, since you're rich, ain't nothing normal when you're rich. Diddy is not guilty of all charges. See, yeah, he's guilty. They want to see him go to jail. All because of that fucking video and him dragging, kicking Cassie in the ass. But Cassie was still with him. Still with him. Still with I kick and drag. I kick you in that motherfucking ass too if you still want to be with me. Huh? The door is always open. The door is always open. You was on your knees. You was sucking other people's dicks. You was fucking other men. Why did you tell Kid Cudi then you were getting your motherfucking ass whooped? Huh? Why didn't you go to the police then? Like I said once again, the prosecutors ain't got shit. But he used this card, this and that. So what? I'm a business. I run my own business. I got multiple business cards that I can use. That that's a federal crime for me having 4 or 5 business cards. Is that a fucking federal crime? I thought all Fortune 500 companies had multiple business cards. Get the fuck out of here. If I want to use my business card for anything that I want, that's my motherfucking business. I have the right to, and I do whatever the fuck I want to do. It's not a fucking federal crime. Stop playing with that man's life. Stop playing with that man's life. You got people up there. You got people on the stand lying against him. Oh, he hung me up on a 14-foot balcony and then he picked me up like a Marvel character and just threw me against the wall. But I just got a little bump on my leg. Get the fuck out of here. Man, you gonna have the nerves to bring motherfucking Kid Cudi on the stand. And he was standing on top of that, standing on top of it like he was a Marvel character, like he was a Marvel villain. What the fuck the Kid Cudi got to do with a motherfucking RICO charge? You just to bring him in to pinpoint an arson? Man, get the fuck out. Stop playing. You trying to put a generational icon, a part of music, a part of hip hop in jail for the rest of his fucking life. Do y'all understand what we have right here that the feds are trying to do? They are trying to destroy hip hop. What a big trophy would it be for the feds to put Puff Daddy in prison for the rest of his fucking life? Do you know how big and part of hip hop is without Puff? With Puff, oh, you want to celebrate Puff when he's locked up, right? Shit, crazy. Shit is crazy. I love Jadakiss, man. His music with Ja Rule, the New York song was a big hit with Fat Joe. Remember them? The facts. That's what I'm saying. New York, stand up. New York, stand the fuck up. Do you understand when you listen, New York? Do you understand what the fuck is going on? They're literally destroying the New York hip hop scene, the foundation of it. They're trying to put New York's own, Harlem's own, in prison for the rest of his fucking life. It's like throwing an innocent man in prison for the rest of his life. These charges are bullshit, perjury, lying on the fucking stands against this man. Yep, she did say she want to have his baby. All of that. How is that sex trafficking? How is it when the woman said she wanted to have the man baby? She was with him for 10 years. How can the way the feds painted Cassie, how could a woman be with a man like Puff for 10 years? The way the feds paint him as an evil bad. They painted Puff like all he did was beat Cassie ass and make her have freak offs. That's it. That's it. Cassie wasn't having sex, she was getting her ass whooped. They painted this man as all she was held against her will. She couldn't leave him. She was trapped in a relationship. Ain't no motherfucking body trapped in nothing. Understand this? Nobody's trapped in any motherfucking thing. You got a mouth. Nobody's trapped in nothing. Nothing. If I ain't got your motherfucking ass locked up, trapped up in the motherfucking basement where you can never get out, the only way you can, or the only way you get a decent part of a life of living if I give it to you. Cassie going on trips, Grammys, making movies. That's not sex trafficking. That's not the man act. That's not the fucking Rico. That does not seem like she was trapped in anything. The same way you explain it sounds good. You make it make sense. And I learned something new. It's facts, man. It's this what they do in a Puff is a sign for any black man that has money, that has power, and learn from Puff. Anything that you do now, if you fly a woman out, if you pay her, and by paying is you can give her some money. You can be like, listen, oh, here's a little bit of money for you to go back with. You know, understand what I'm saying? Here's a couple dollars to go back with. That's not paying. That's not paying for sex. That's you. That's you being generous. That's a gift. That is not sex trafficking. That's a gift. If I fly you out, that's a gift. Of course, any man that flies a woman out, she don't have to fucking pay for nothing. The only thing she got to do is give that pussy and make sure that mouth game, that head game is phenomenal. This is two things a woman have to do. Three things she have to do: look good, smell good, and pussy and mouth game on. That's all a man want. Everything else is taken care of. Everything else is taken care of. A man ain't asking no woman to. Well, you got to fly. Well, now you know. Well, now you got to. Now you're an IG model. Save your money up, model. Because now if you want to come and get this dick, you're gonna have to fly out on your own expense. You got to spend your own bread. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you got to take your motherfucking ass to Dubai and go fuck one of the musty ass motherfuckers that smell like curry. What are you gonna do? And you can't, and most of you women can't afford the ticket to Dubai. You can't afford to go to motherfucking Nigeria. What are you gonna do? Huh? Cause see, what Puff was doing, what every motherfucking body else is doing on IG when you're rich and famous and you see a baddie on there, set it up and fly ass out. Now that's sex trafficking. You take her shopping, pay for her meals, give her some spending money, give her some money on the way back. That's paying for pussy. That's prostitution. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You telling me I can't live my lifestyle that I want to, that I earn? Get the fuck out of here. Now you see why, now you understand why rich people are moving out of America. Now you understand why rich people are moving out of America. And Puff, Diddy, Sean Combs, however they want to call you. Love, once you found not guilty, acquitted of all charges, I take my family and I move the fuck out the United States. I move. Go buy your island or something. Move. Get the fuck out the United States. Go move to London somewhere. Get the fuck out the United States. You don't deserve to spend no more money here, paying no more tax money here. If you can't live the lifestyle that you want to here, just just get your shit and get the fuck out the United States. But this is embarrassment. This is an attack on anybody, black, white, Mexican. If you rich, and now you got to understand now, a rich man, civil suits are coming. They're coming left and right now. You piss her off, now you in civil court. We ain't got time for this shit. You just might go ahead, find your woman, find your wife, settle the fuck down. Stop fucking these Instagram thoughts. So many people had told me he raped some young one. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know how much about Puff, but I tell people I don't know what to believe anymore. He didn't listen. If he raped anybody underage or anything, trust and believe. Them charges will be more bigger than what the charges they talking about right now. They would listen. Listen. If Puff would have raped any underage, any listen, he would have been done. This shit would have never even went to trial. It would have never even went to trial at all. So don't believe anything. What they tried to do early in the game was find him guilty by the public because that's how the feds going to make their case more easier and more easy on the judges to be like, well, he's already guilty by public, so it should be easy for the jurors. That's the reason why they dropped the tape. And then understand this: how your house get rated on national TV? Why are y'all showing my house get rated on national TV by Homeland Security? Got guns. You bringing out my backing out. You got guns. Bringing out my family with guns on them. This was nothing but a propaganda spill. You have Homeland Security to do the raids for a domestic case, a state case. Get the fuck out of here. You had Homeland Security to raid my homes in LA and Miami, had guns to my family head, had my family on national TV, embarrassment. And the only thing you got out of this was fucking baby oil. Then the district attorney goes on a press conference and all he fucking talk about was baby oil. So you telling me I would spend the rest of my fucking life in prison for baby oil and Astroglide because I order abundance of it? I'm fucking rich. I'm rich. If I want to order fucking 10, 20 boxes of fucking condoms. Oh, he has over fucking 1,000 condoms. So fucking what? I'm rich. I do what the fuck I want to do. If I want to go order a fucking 1,000 boxes of Astroglide or baby oil, I could do it because I can. I'm fucking rich. No fucking body says nothing when these rich people out here spending money on OnlyFans. Huh? So you telling me it's a federal case to have baby oil and Astroglide? And then y'all want to sit here and animate the baby oil and Astro. Oh, yeah, baby oil and Astroglide. Ugh. Get the fuck out of here. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Sitting over here taking pictures of baby oil and Astroglide. Look, he had 100 bottles of baby oil. He had 100 bottles of Astroglide. So fucking what? I wish he would have had 2,000 baby oils and 2,000 Astroglides. Shout out to Astroglide. Shout out to baby oil. Let me rub it all over your body. Let me rub it all over your body. The fuck? He like it glistening. He like it glistening. He want to you shine like a motherfucking star on a Christmas tree. Yeah, this world is corrupted. This world is corrupted. And it's corrupted as it is. You see what they're trying to do. But you know what? Puff will not be found guilty. All because the system is corrupt. Feds, you're not going to win this one. You're not going to win this one. You're not going to win it because you know why you're not going to win this one? You have nothing to stand on but some fucking Astroglide and baby oil. Let's get into the content. Let's get into the content. Let's get into the content. It got me hot. Let's get into the content. Let's go.
Listen to that. And
now we're gonna go with it.
A smile and a wave. And today, Diddy waived his right to testify. In open court, he revealed it was his own decision, telling the judge, "I'm doing great, and you're doing an excellent job." Diddy spoke out just after the 34th and final prosecution witness took the stand.
Shine like this, they mighty blessed, but sometimes you gotta go through the dark to manifest.
Even as Diddy released what could be his final record, the Love album, Off the Grid, in September of 2023, a Homeland Security agent testified Diddy was still planning freak-offs and hiring male escorts.
I ain't gonna lie, it's like I'm living a dream.
Authorities say the proof is in flight plans and hotel reservations involving a woman only known as Jane Doe.
They're trying to prove the charges of sex trafficking of Jane by showing that Sean Combs was transporting her over state lines.
CNN correspondent Elizabeth Wagmeister.
This is their final witness, so it's not ending with a bang in the sense of a Cassie or a Kid Cudi.
what are you expecting today?
But it could end up being one of the most crucial witnesses for them, because if the jury believes that these women were coerced into sex and it is not something that they wanted to do, well, then they have the flight records and the hotel records to back it up.
So why did Diddy choose not to testify?
During his testimony, he could control the narrative, but the second it's time for cross-examination, he loses all control. There's just too much risk in that.
Deliberations may be just days away, and jurors have a lot of evidence to consider. From the just-released videos of Diddy enjoying his music mogul status on island getaways before his arrest, to photos the government says are drugs, baby oil and Astroglide for freak-offs, an alleged car bombing, and audio of Diddy talking to an anonymous girlfriend.
You are the crack pipe.
And of course, that disturbing video first obtained by CNN of Diddy's assault on Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel.
Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor. They will have hundreds of pages in front of them, whether that is testimony that they've heard, whether that's text message exhibits, flight record exhibits, and also, of course, those freak-off videos that they have been watching repeatedly through this trial.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about the federales. Yeah. Let me tell you what I just showed you. All right. Well, the Puff case, the defense has rest. The prosecution has rest. It's now going to the jurors. The jurors will start deliberation on Thursday. Hopefully, we will get a judgment by Friday. So we may know the fate of Puff Friday morning. I will be going live. We will be going live. Make sure you tune in. Tell everybody, share the live. We'll be going live soon as the news hit. If Puff will be found guilty or not guilty. First of all, once again, the Kid Cudi shit. If you don't have no visual evidence, if you don't have somebody who has concrete evidence that can show that Puff did arson on Kid Cudi, that means Kid Cudi came all the way to New York and perjury and lied on the stand against Puff. That's facts. The prosecution, the feds never show any evidence that Puff blew up Kid Cudi car. Only thing they did was put the idea out there and let the public make Puff guilty of that. That's exactly what they did. Because once they showed the Cassie case, anything that they say now, the public was going to believe the feds over Diddy. The arson shit up out of there. That Kid Cudi shit even. Matter of fact, why the fuck did Kid Cudi even show up? Why did he even show up? Why? This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is what the feds had witnessed was Kid Cudi. This all you got, feds, is Kid Cudi. Puff was standing there looking like an evil supervillain. The whole time y'all was painting Puff as a fucking evil Marvel character. Y'all was painting Puff like a fucking action figure in a movie, an evil villain. Until the trial started. And then you started to see what the prosecutors was putting out there and who was testifying against Puff. This all you got? This is all you got at the Cassie? You gonna bring up Jane Doe 50 Cent baby mama who's fucking for money? Who's fucking for money and was jealous because Puff had multiple girls? You bring certain freak off sexual workers to come on the stand, and all they said was that Puff was there sitting on there jacking his dick, and it was fucking the shit out of Cassie. That's all you got? You break up his drunk runner who was making $80,000 to $100,000 per year and was with him the day that Puff, when the feds ran up on Puff at Opelika in Florida, you turned him. They were gonna tell him he was gonna do a year in federal prison over some petty bullshit, and he had a clean fucking record. And then he goes on the stand and basically said good things about Puff. Where is the criminal activity? Where is the racketeering? Where is the man? Where is it where the employees were saying that, oh my God, I never seen my girl. I couldn't pay my bills. I worked so much. I never had a great lifestyle. How much was you getting paid? What was your salary? That was $80,000, $100,000 a year. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear now one motherfucking person complain about anything that anybody working for Puff that was making $80,000 to $100,000 per year. No, because you was living a motherfucking good life and your goddamn bills was paid. I don't want to hear that shit. KK, all that crying. That's what a Puff, when you get the fuck out, that's the first one that you need to abolish. You need to look at her motherfucking eyes. You need to look at her and say, bitch, your black card is gone. It's over with. You the ultimate rogue. You have no fucking loyalty. Bitch on the stand crying. Why the fuck is you crying for? You weren't crying when you was making $80,000, $100,000 a year. You wasn't motherfucking crying. Man, bruh. God damn, bruh. I mean, I wish I was working for Puff. Hey, you got damn right. I go clean every motherfucking freak off room Puff was in. Motherfucker pay me $80,000, $100,000 a year. You goddamn right. I'm up in that bitch cleaning up. I'm trying to be the cleaning supervisor, so I ain't gotta clean. Shit. The fuck. I order the best cleaning crew in the motherfucking city. Shit. You ain't got nothing to worry about, Puff. I tell Puff, go to any motherfucking hotel you want, Puff. I got you. We're gonna clean that motherfucker up so good. I'm gonna cut your bill down where you ain't gotta pay $46,000. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck around and my salary gonna be $120,000, $150,000 a year. Shit. Stop motherfucking playing. Who wouldn't work for Puff? Who wouldn't work for Puff for $80,000, $100,000 a year? You over here making fucking 45, barely 50,000. You ain't even living comfortable off no fucking 60 or 70,000. Stop this bullshit. Get out of here. Who in America wouldn't work for Puff for $80,000, $100,000 a year? Sign me up. I'll go clean every motherfucking freak off room. Puff don't win it. I don't give a fuck. It's Astroglide and baby oil and rags and I don't give a fuck. That nigga paid good. He paid good. I'm eating the best food. I'm fucking the baddest women. Fuck that. Free Puff. Free Puff. As they say, free Diddy. Let's get back to the content. You know, I'm speaking this real shit. I ain't like none of these other block shit over here. Fuck that. Free Puff. Free Diddy. Get back to the content.
The prosecution pulling out all the stops as they make their final push to put Diddy away for life. Shocking images revealed from inside the freak-offs. Hotel rooms in disarray with thousands of dollars worth of damage. Diddy's son Justin arrived in court to watch the government wind down their case against his music mogul dad. Diddy dancing poolside and chilling with a glass of wine on the beaches of Turks and Caicos. These home videos released by the government showing Sean Combs enjoying his life of luxury. They were shown as part of the prosecution's sex trafficking case. Pink cocaine and a shocking amount of high-powered rifles. These never-before-seen pictures were taken by police during the raids of the music star's homes. Police photographed a collection of lingerie, 200 bottles of baby oil, and 900 bottles of lubricant as we see for the first time what some of those freak-offs looked like. Hotel room furniture covered in sheets and towels. In response to the large collection of freak-off supplies, Diddy's defense attorney argued last week his star client likes to buy in bulk like any other American.
They've said on day one to the jury, we have flight records that prove that Sean Combs and his company were transporting these male escorts, were transporting women like Cassie and Jane across state lines for the purpose of sex that they did not want to engage in.
CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister, who broke the story of the now infamous hotel surveillance video attack, was inside court today.
If the jury believes that these women were coerced into sex and it is not something that they wanted to do, well, then they have the flight records and the hotel records to back it up.
The prosecution's summary witness was on the stand today and read part of a heated text exchange between one of Diddy's alleged sex trafficking victims, Jane and Combs. Jane texted, "I'm not coming to New York. I feel disrespected. You just want me for a hotel binge. I don't want to be used and locked in a room to fulfill your fantasies."
It's my life and I'll kill you.
On Friday, this explosive audio was released by the court of an angry Cassie Ventura reacting to a man threatening to expose her in a freak-off video.
No, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now.
Even if the jury does think that she sounds aggressive and that she sounds like a violent person, they may remember her testimony. She said that she was scared to death that these sex tapes would be released and that they could ruin her.
Diddy's team will begin their defense soon with a goal of handing the case to the jury as early as next week. Can you tell me what approach you think they will take?
You know, the defense has to be really careful here because less is usually more. The defense's presentation is going to be very short. They have said that it will take 1 day, maybe 2.
Any indication that Diddy himself will take the stand?
It seems unlikely. So during his testimony, he could control the narrative, but the second it's time for cross-examination, he loses all control. There's just too much risk in that, so I would highly doubt that he is going to be testifying.
Did you hear that shit? First of all, let's get this straight. Let's get the facts straight. There's no sex trafficking with Jane Doe. When she say, "No, I don't want to come to New York. Oh, I don't want you. I don't want to be your sex slave." She's only talking to Puff like that because she found out that Puff was chilling with Young Miami or Gina or another chick. But basically, the whole time when Puff was fucking with Jane Doe, aka Daphne Joy, 50 Cent baby mama, Young Miami was on the scene. And a lot of her animosity and her jealousy was when she seen Diddy or heard Diddy in blogs or podcasts with Young Miami or talking about Young Miami. So anytime there was any disagreement with Jane Doe number 2 with Diddy arguments was, or she didn't want to do freak offs, was because she was jealous and mad at Puff. That's not sex trafficking. That's not coercing anybody to do something under their own will. Let's understand that. Let's get that shit straight. I told you before and I tell you again, the feds are lying, but it's not up to the judge to see or catch the feds lying. Even if the judge know that the feds lying, the judge know that the feds witness that came and testified against Puff was lying. The judge knows that. And if the judge really wanted, but I tell you why the judge didn't do that, because he's in the back pocket of some motherfucking body that's working with the feds or something. The judge in the back pocket. So that's something Puff really has to worry about, is the judge. Let's get to the freak off workers, the FO workers. Puff never paid for their travel. And I got proof, and I'm gonna show you. Puff never paid for their travels. Never. Because you know why? Because Puff knew where to go and to get them at. He didn't have to pay for nothing. They came at their own risk. Now, what the feds really want to say, what they really want to tell you is, well, nah, he didn't pay, but he paid them after they're done. So they are saying that's prostitution because Puff paid them after the sexual act was over with. But they're trying to get Puff on transportation. Oh, so that means sex trafficking is transportation. Basically, they're saying that Puff paid Puff. He not only he set up the rides or the flights for the FO workers. That's what they're saying. But no, he didn't. Either they did it or Cassie did it. Puff didn't never do none of that shit. So if you want to charge somebody for, you charge Cassie. You can't charge Puff. It's not sex trafficking. Remember that. And the FO workers who testify, they all said it. Puff didn't pay for shit. They pay for their own. Or Cassie paid for it. Let's get it right. It's not sex trafficking. Throw that shit out the window.
Breaking news, federal prosecutors resting their case in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial. Jurors heard more than 6 weeks of testimony from nearly 36 witnesses. Prosecutors argue their case proves that the music mogul ran a criminal enterprise using business to lure and traffic victims. Both sides have played recordings of the alleged sexual freak-offs, and the jury has seen nearly 45 minutes of those explicit videos. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges and denies any wrongdoing. I'm joined by Rena Roy, live outside the courthouse, also civil trial attorney Trey Lovell. So, Rena, what's the latest from court?
Yeah, well, Kira, the prosecution rested just a short time ago, and we are hearing from our teams inside the courtroom that the defense just asked for an acquittal, asking the judge to immediately find Sean Combs not guilty of all the charges. A defense attorney saying, quote, the defense moves for a judgment of acquittal on all counts, saying that the government has failed to meet its burden. Now, as we know, the government's case has lasted more than 6 weeks. The jury has heard from 34 different witnesses over the course of 28 days. They have seen just really a mountain of evidence here, hundreds of exhibits over the last several weeks. Now, the prosecution's final witness got off the stand a short time ago. It was a summary witness, a Homeland Security special agent who sort of summarized the logistics, if you will, of those so-called freak-offs. The defense will soon present their case. No witnesses, just evidence will be admitted to the record. Of course, we are waiting to hear how the judge will rule on that acquittal request. And tomorrow, if things stick to the timeline that we are hearing, we will see a charging conference when both sides will argue how exactly they want to see the jury instructed on the law, Kira.
Crazy. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of the weakest cases I done seen from the feds. I don't know why. Listen, I can understand why women bloggers, the LGBT community bloggers, already got Puff guilty because what he did to Cassie. That's it. But y'all don't feel guilty for Jane Doe. Y'all don't feel guilty for 50 Cent baby mama because she was out here slinging that box for dollars. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. She even told you she's only fucking with motherfuckers who got 6-7 figures in baseball sticks. She even said it. She was a paid prostitute for herself. Y'all can't find Puff guilty. The only thing you can find him guilty of was kicking Cassie in the ass and dragging her. That's it. Gotta find Cassie guilty too for being dumb and being with her for 10 years. She didn't have to put up with that shit. She over here fucking Kid Cudi, Michael B. Jordan, fucking a trainer. If you wanted to escape, you could have been escaped. You got to stop with the bullshit. They got nothing on Puff. I don't see y'all got none of his personal people locked up, bodyguards, attorneys, or CFOs, anybody that was working. I don't see y'all got none of them locked up to show that it's a criminal enterprise. There's no motherfucking way that Puff was running a whole fucking criminal enterprise by himself. You a bad motherfucker, Puff. If you running a whole criminal enterprise by your motherfucking self, no help. Fuck BMF. You're better than BMF. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I didn't even play my motherfucking Puff intro, man. Sorry, Diddy, man. Let me get to the Puff intro.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
You heard Puff. You heard him. He said he was sorry. When he wasn't sorry. Because he was still doing the motherfucking freak offs. Shit. He was still doing the freak off shit. Hell, he probably did one before he did that. He probably did one after he did that video. But he did that. But listen, here's one of the freak out workers. Let's get into what the freak out workers were talking about. That was in there, laying the wood down. Said Cassie, while Puff was there, beating his Tootsie Roll. Let's get into it.
So one day your phone rings. Tell us about this. 2012.
I had
How
worked
did you
that
get to
night.
Cassie and Diddy?
So my boy, him and his girl, they swingers, but he's a dancer too, right? They like some weirdos. The person that called me,
Okay.
his name is fuck it. His name is Jules. Jules hit me and was like, "Yo, I got a couple. They good clients. They seen your pictures. They really like you. They want you to come do a show for them right now." It's like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning. I'm like, "Look, I gotta go to the barber. I got an appointment at 7. Tell them I'll come after. It's 500. I ain't tripping. That's my rate anyway." So after I hang up on him, I get a phone call 310-473 something. And I'm like, Beverly Hills. I answer, "Hello? Hey." I'm like, "Damn, you sound good." Like, "Yo, me and my husband, we just saw your photos and we think you fine as hell. And we would love for you to come do a show for us right now." So as I'm explaining, look, I got to go to the barber. She's like, "Look, we'll give you 1,500 if you come right now." Man, send me the address. I'm out. I get a text. I'm assuming from Cassie because she asked me to bring baby oil. Johnson and Johnson specifically. Hey, Johnson and Johnson, but hey, they they were well, she was specific. She said, "If it ain't Johnson and Johnson, don't come." I'm like, "Bitch, I just drove 40 fucking minutes." All right, so I come in, I sit down, and I'm just in my head, I'm just like, "Damn, this motherfucker's fine as hell." I sit down, and then she sits down on the sofa, so I'm facing her like this. And she's like, "Can I see your phone?" So I give her my phone, and she turns it off. She's like, "You mind?" I said, "Does it matter?" And she's like, "My husband and I, we like to do role playing, and he likes to give instructions, and he likes to see men dominate me that are of physical stature." And I'm like, "No problem."
Are
Don't
you
ask
into
again.
men too, or
Like, oh nah, not at
okay?
all. My preference is pussy. I mean,
Okay. Hey, yeah, I told you, don't say that.
my bad. Yeah, I really like women a lot.
Okay. Now, was the husband there at this time, or did you see, or this is just a
He was in the room.
prerequisite? He was in the
This
room.
this
Okay.
is like she's like screening me to see if I'm okay with all of this, like how I'm gonna react. I'm already knowing how because she asked me after she took my phone and turned it off. She gonna ask me, "Are you clean?" I'm like,
Ooh.
what a dumbass question. I said, "If you get my phone back, I could, because at this time you could log in and show you and show your medicals."
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? She's like, "Oh, don't even trip. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "All right." So she said, "I'll be back."
Did you
No,
come in with the baby oil, like,
I
or
didn't.
they
I
or you
didn't.
already
Nah,
got? Okay.
I handed her the bag when I got there of the 3 bottles. So I know he had his own personal bottle. I
Oh,
know
so
that much.
Diddy even had a personal bottle of baby oil.
Yeah, like
Now,
he had
was
his
he
own.
covered in the towel, or was he hold on, or was he like, was he like this? Like,
Nah.
was he in a towel, or
Yo. Oh. Yo.
was he covered in a towel?
Hell no.
I'm
Yo.
not. You said everything was covered in a towel, so I'm like, was he wrapped in a towel, or was,
I walked in and you went, and when you walk in the room, the bed is literally right to your right in front of you. And then if you keep going to the right, it's a corner where there's like a lazy boy chair. He's like the mob boss.
just
But
sitting
I
back?
could,
But what did he have anything over? Like, he was just sitting back
bruh.
like this with
Yeah,
baby oil.
bro. He had that on. He had the motherfucking he had a hoodie on, a black hoodie, pulled with the straps all the way to his face, with the
Bottle of baby oil
with Celine glasses on, and no pants, no bottom,
and
butt
no
naked,
draws.
nothing, not a towel, not like.
Wait a minute. We got to do this. I got to just see this in my mind. I got to paint the picture for my people. So you telling me that Diddy was in the lazy boy chair like this. So he had this on like this.
Pull tight if you have the thread.
I can't
Yeah.
pull it tight, and I ain't got the right glasses, but we just gonna see. I just got to give him a visual. So he was like this. Hold on. We gonna do this because I need to really do the scene.
With
We
the
gonna do
Celine
this whole
glasses
shit. And like this, with the thing pulled tight, like this, with nothing else
Oh,
on,
nothing,
and it just baby oil.
bro. He was greased up, but he was
Gooning.
sitting down.
And he was sitting down gooning like this.
He was just sitting down. He didn't say shit to me. Like, it was funny because the first few times I saw them, he never spoke to me at all. And
this didn't scare you though? This don't look scary to you? Like, what the
man, I'm not like he was a I mean, he's a decent sized guy. He was 6'1", probably 215, 220, but I really
And in
wasn't
my
worried about
mind,
that.
wouldn't you think all this hiding, you definitely somebody.
I already knew who he was when I saw the laptop.
Okay, and so he's sitting back like this. Now keep going.
All right, so she as I walk in the room, he's narrating, like telling her, like, damn baby, you picked a good one. You like them time.
Oh,
The Mandingo nigga. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like this ill. But
wait
whatever.
a minute. Hold on. Now I gotta come out of it because now we gotta get into it. Wait, hold on. Wow. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, now we're back. I have to get into it. Sorry.
And she was like, yes, daddy. She was like, you want to undress that? And so she pulled my white beater off. She hops up and she's rubbing the oil on me, and she's like, yeah, I'm like, whoa.
Who said that? Diddy?
Yes.
Oh, he wanted some that day. So it was like
she was. Well, he's like, I know you want to see it. I know you want that motherfucker.
Diddy is saying, okay, so let's get back. So, you like those Mandingos, baby. Yeah, all that. You want to pull that out. Pull it out.
So she unlocked the Gucci belt. Hit the fly. She's going to work.
So she like, oh yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. it was,
This is
it was like I
crazy.
said, it was better than I expected because usually them ugly, chicks that are like on that rated level, their head game is fucking trash.
Okay, so
Usually,
pretty girls don't give good head.
not really,
Okay.
not really. She
So now
dropped
and back is facing Diddy.
exactly,
Wow.
and over there going to work,
Going to
boy.
town.
I'm telling, he like
So now Diddy is getting the back visual, but directing her
like I said, he was going to work like John Henry versus
like
a
fast.
machine, like going to work. And
Uh-huh.
then he hopped up and he goes
Ooh.
into the back and he walks past me. He walks past me, walks to the bathroom, turns the lights on, walks out, and he comes out the bathroom and he flicks the gold condom in the air, and that shit was in slow motion, bro. I'm telling you, like this shit landed on my right hand. I'm looking at it like, okay, they prepared.
So he just walked past you and threw the condom like, fuck her now.
Right. He's like, they got the extra lube on them, so I'm able to play with my head. As I'm getting it on, I'm getting it going. This starts going like overtime. It's like pow, pow, and I'm
You
just
heard
hearing
it?
him like, bro, I'm hearing him. He's beating it so hard, and I'm sitting there, and it's so distracting. And I'm like, I got this fine ass flash in front of me, and finally, after a minute, I'm half mast. I'm getting it in, but it ain't like in. Then hops up, half dressed, storms out the room. As he leaves the room, he says, "Better be hard, loud as fuck." And I was
Like,
like,
so he had got upset and like stormed out said, that better be hard.
"Bruh," like, and like I looked down to make sure I had my blade because I was like, "Oh, $150 this. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I will,
Oh.
I will cut like." I'm not,
So he
mm-mm.
had got upset because you was taking to get
Yeah,
hard. Like what do you think that was for?
I mean that ain't no regular type shit. Like you got to think, I went to college. I never ran no trains or none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to this over here just beating the meat while I'm trying to
Yeah,
knock the chick down. That shit is strange. Like,
yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. I came there under the pretense that it's a show.
Mm-hmm.
So a show isn't you know doing a porn
Mm-hmm.
on Doheny. But so after he leaves. And he says that she looks at me and she looks at me like Bambi and she doesn't say anything, but her eyes tell me everything. She's like, it's okay. And so I'm like, all right, I got you. After about 3 minutes, I'm in there. Man, I got the legs. Bow, I'm getting it. It's quenching up, Mountain Dew.
So you finally got him to stand up. Did Diddy walk back in the room?
No. So check this out. After I say about 20 pumps, I'm really like, I'm just getting in it. I hear the same noises, but I don't see them walk back in the room. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to see you walk back in the room because I'm facing that way. And I'm very good to where blinded. No, niggas a trap door in the house, bro. He ended up behind me.
He just appeared. You know he does that. That nigga comes out of nowhere and appears on this.
Like the
I'm
like the
here.
leprechaun. Like the leprechaun beating this shit again. And I'm sitting there
So he left one way out the front, but then he didn't. But then he appeared behind you.
again. After after
Ooh.
after I'm
You better
after
be
I'm
glad he
in
didn't try to take your.
All right, thanks. I love you, man. Bye.
I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
It's a rare condition this day and age to demand a freak off with so much rage. A stranger's addiction that you'll ever find. Some people say that he's losing his mind. Well, then there must be some magic juice inside the Punisher. 'Cause all I see is a chocolate thing. Man, they're busting over everything. Days gone by, it's the biggest break of the century.
Walking into the oil ceremony tonight, it's pretty intense. Earlier at the cocktail party, Puff dangled one of the guys over the balcony because he wasn't giving it up.
Hey, check this out. Y'all been here, y'all been putting in that work. Wearing your pants extra tight so I can see that beef whistle. But tonight, some of y'all going home.
For some reason, Puff has been really nice to me since I got here, so hopefully I get a baby oil bottle tonight.
Ty.
Yes.
You always do this. Jeez, I can't take a break for one night. Sorry. Never mind, Ty. Go back.
Mada baka. I don't know why. Puffy say I have to go. It's no right.
Hey, yo, listen up. I'm gonna need one of y'all to drop a Cleveland steamer on her tonight. Bad boy, baby.
Oh, that's gross. I just need Puff to hurry up and pick someone. My rent's due tomorrow. It's about to be a all-star night, girl. Get ready. Meek.
You deserve it, Daddy. I know why Nikki stayed so long. This is everybody.
Hey, you bugging, I'm out. Hello?
Yo, what you doing, King?
What you mean? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Nah, I'm sleeping.
Oh, my bad. I'm throwing a little party. Thought you might want some cheesecake or something. I mean, everybody gonna be here.
Wait, you said cheesecake?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll go.
Hell yeah.
Ain't gonna lie, this mansion big as hell. Hey, yo, Diddy, where you at? Wait, where everybody at? Fucking, I'm finna get a piece of this cheesecake. Hey, yo, Diddy.
Meek, I'm in here. I'm in here, Meek. Meek, I'm in here, come in. Close that door behind you.
Yo, where everybody at?
This is everybody.
Hey, you bugging, I'm out.
You know, we ain't never really party together.
What you mean?
But how you like that cheesecake?
I feel funny. Hey, you do some of this cheat.
You know, I like when you be scraping and scrambling and shit like that. Scrambling and scraping and shit. You know, I like when you be scraping and scrambling and shit. Me, wake your sexy ass up. Welcome to the Diddy Club, Bad Boys Edition.
What brings you here today, Cassie?
I can't do it anymore, Bishop.
What can't you do?
Well,
come on, spill it now.
The freak-offs.
Oh my God, you talking about the freak-offs. You came here to talk about freak-offs.
He has me doing the freak-offs almost every night.
Them freak-offs have brought many a people together. Me and my wife in particular have come to love the freak-offs. Now, Cassie, you know you'll never find a nail-nutter man to do what Diddy done did for you.
Oh, don't nobody say that nail-nutter like you, Bishop.
Oh, you like that nail-nutter?
You know I do. Say it one more time, Pastor.
Come here, woman. Come here. Nail-nutter.
Oh, shit. That nail-nutter haring.
Oh, yeah. Now, listen, girl. You go get up on one of them pews like I like you.
That's what you want me? Ooh. I'll be waiting.
I'll be there in a minute. Go on now. Now, Cassie, I'm gonna need you to go on home now, right? Get on that white fingernail polish for tonight, because me and my wife was thinking about stopping by and getting one of them freak-offs on tonight now, so you better get yourself together.
You're not here to help me.
I am helping you, woman. I'm helping you by not telling Diddy about this here, as we all know what's gonna happen if I tell Diddy. Remember what happened last time, right?
I can't take this anymore.
Cassie, where you going? Cassie, come here. Cassie.
Huh?
Cassie! You forgot your nail polish, girl! Where you going? Cassie? Freak off. Freak off. Freak off.
The last thing I remember was that smile.
So in the court documents you said there were so many drugs it was like candy. Did he also force you to take these drugs?
Force me? No.
Wait, so you took these drugs willingly?
Of course. Doesn't everyone?
No, Cassie. Some people are forced to take them against their will.
Oh. Well, I'm the victim. Can't you see I'm the victim here?
We just want to quiet all the skeptics out there. Like, for instance, you were with Diddy since, what do I have here, 2006? So that means that you would have seen everything that happened with Justin Bieber and countless other victims. Why didn't you speak out? Are they not victims too? What's this?
Wait.
Cassie, these are the flight logs. It says here you've been to every island over 5 times. Would you like to explain? Maybe help out some of the other victims? Cassie? Cassie, we need you to answer these questions, Cassie. Please, help us feel sorry for you.
Ever since Black Santa been in charge, everything's been going smooth. I just delivered everybody's gifts. When you wake up in the morning, you'll be absolutely happy. And we just got back to headquarters. We got some Deleon tequila. Everybody take a shot. I am so sorry to tell you that Santa is black. And I'm gonna still make sure you keep your job. But you have to know that Santa's black now, okay, baby? Santa, you want some Deleon tequila? Oh, okay. Oh. little milk and cookies. This is the swimming pool. You like the swimming pool? Usually on Christmas Eve, we listen to Brian McKnight. To me, it's one of the best black, super black, real Negro Christmas albums ever made. So usually I deliver the gifts and I come in here, get a little massage, listen to some Anita Baker, you know, have Mrs. Claus come in here and dance on some heels. I don't live in the North Pole. I live in the Caribbean. We live in a world where everybody ain't getting it. But that don't mean that I should stop you from showing you how to get it. This is Frank. This is my #1 King Elk. We only drink Deleon tequila, the smoothest tequila in the world, owned by a black man. We still have some gifts that have to be delivered. Yeah, this is real. This is a boat. This is really a yacht. When I started coming out the same box, I was renting like the 120s. You know what I'm saying? Then I was leasing the 190s. Then I was buying the 250s. So we on the 325. We scoping it out. New headquarters. Yo, we got the Kermit the Green. This is the Kermit the Green suede in the elevator. The headquarters is 5 floors. You know, the Deleon's starting to kick in. When the Deleon kick in, Mrs. Claus! Mrs. Claus, Daddy is home! Oh, we have a theater on the yacht. And I would like to give congratulations to the Queen, Carisha, Young Miami. Oh, this is a dream come true for me. Turn this up. Let me see if these niggas flirting with each other. Is there any flirtations that's going on? You trying to talk my shorty wop? Nah, nigga. Nah. No. I see it, nigga.
Because I have been to one of your shows.
Yeah. Why would you have one of that nigga's shows? Yeah. Why you smiling like that? Tonight is about family. Santa is a black ass man and a black ass woman that works hard, don't they? Work hard to get those gifts, those sneakers, those shoes. So to all the parents out there, we wish you happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa. Just peace. May you have peace tomorrow. May you have peace tonight. May you feel proud of yourself that you bought your kids that gift and it hurt the pockets. May they be appreciative and they understand that no matter what, if you don't have a gift, you know what you got. You got the greatest gift of all. You got God.
Kid Cudi. Hey, yo, you telling me you cheating on me with a fake skater?
Puff, listen, I can explain. Don't flip out.
Can't stop, won't stop, huh, Cassie? Now you gonna date a dude who wears a wedding dress just to go to Starbucks? Ain't no more freak-offs for you.
Puff, please relax. How about I call the Punisher over and rub his man milk all over your chest again?
Hey, yo, check this out. Don't you ever say his name around me unless you got baby oil all over your body, glistening like a disco ball. I'm gonna go have to teach your little boyfriend a lesson.
Stop forcing me to do all these things I want to do.
Don't nobody get to sleep with my girl unless I get to watch.
Okay, but did he say anything about Tupac?
Dang, nice crib, Cudi. I think you won't mind if I take a look around.
I'm gonna sue him in 10 years when I run out of money.
Oh, hell no, we gotta break up.
I'm gonna have to teach you a little lesson for going behind my back.
What you mean my car on fire?
That's what you get for not drinking any Ciroc. Bad boy, baby.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go talk to him. Day and night. Hey, yo, Puff, what is wrong with you?
Hey, yo, you think I wasn't gonna find out, Playboy?
What?
That you was banging my girl without letting me see.
Gross.
You think that's cool? You let her ride the baloney pony? Let her see that skin steak? But what about Diddy?
What about my car?
I don't know what you talking about.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the party. It's Taco Tuesdays and it's Cinco de Mayo, and you are here with Deleon. This is the house of Deleon. Deleon is, to me, the smoothest tequila on the market. You should try it. I happen to own Deleon tequila. Yes, a young child came up with a dream while I was living in Harlem that I wanted to go to Mexico and own my tequila. So to make a Deleon special for Cinco de Mayo, you must make sure you wash your hands. We need more paper towels. Hands cleanliness is godliness. I'm going to make this very simple for you. I drink Reposado, and sometimes I drink Blanco. And I like to keep my drinks simple, ladies and gentlemen, because you may not have a whole lot of things at your disposal at home, but as long as you have some Deleon and some ice, you're all right. See, I like it just a little bit. I like to use like a regular big ice cube, but we don't have those amenities and luxuries right now, so we're going with regular cubes. And look, this is all you have to do. Slice yourself a piece of lime. Tell you how I drink it. Look, I put the lime in before, you know. It's that simple. Look at that. Look at that. You don't have a lot at the house, but you got a lime, you got a knife. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Then, Reposado. Look at that. You see? Oh, they don't need all this fancy stuff, all the shaking of it, and then there's this and blah, 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 blah. No, you don't need all of that. All you need is some tequila, baby. That's all you need is some tequila, baby. That's all you need is some tequila. That's it. Look, you could do that. Even you could do that. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Cheers. Cheers. From the Deleon family to yours. So good. Happy Cinco de Mayo!
Will Puff beat the case? We're going to find out. The verdict should be in either Friday or Monday. Most definitely tap in. This is the channel where you want to get all the exclusive Diddy news, and we will be breaking it once the verdict has come in. Will Diddy do the Diddy Bop and beat the case? Let me know. Share the live. Share the channel. Let everybody know you in the building. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Diddy is not guilty of all charges. The feds have not proven nothing but a bunch of circus and spending a whole bunch of taxpayer money in New York City. For sure. Free Diddy. Diddy will be home by Monday. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Share the live. Watch the content. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. Let's get 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 likes on this video. Turn me up. Support the channel. Support the video. Support the movement. Put that work in. Hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that Cash App, $, all caps, SRED 40. Let's go.